But how are we to love when we are so stiff and numb and disinterested? How are we to transform ourselves into limber and soft organisms lying open to the world at the quick? By what process and what agency do we perform the great work, transforming lowly materials into gold? Love, like its counterpart death, is a yielding at the center, not in the sentiment, nor in the genitals. Look deep into my eyes and see the love light, figured forth in intelligent cooperation, sensitive congeniality, physical warmth. At the center, the love must live. One gives up all one has for this. This is the love that resides in the self-love out of which all love pours, the fountain, the source, at the center. One gives up all the treasured sorrow and self-mistrust, all the precious loathing and suspicion, all the secret triumphs of withdrawal. One bends in the wind.
In April, the ponds open like black blossoms. The moon swims in every one. There's fire everywhere, frogs shouting their desire, their satisfaction. What we know, that time chops at us like an iron hoe, that death is a state of paralysis. What we long for, joy before death, nights in the swale. Everything else can wait, but not this thrust that came from the root of the body. What we know, we are more than our blood. We are more than our hunger, and yet we belong to the moon. And when the ponds open, when the burning begins, the most thoughtful among us dreams of hurrying down into black petals, into the fire, into the night where time lies shattered, into the body of another.
I want to swim. Let me touch every ocean while it is still blue. I want to run. Let me feel every mountaintop beneath my feet before it becomes dust. I want to fly. Let me hold sunshine, rain, and wind in between my fingers until it asphyxiates. The length of the globe is mine, for this short stretch of time. 1,000 generations have led up to my turn. A little light can make the world bright, or it can make it burn.
Cuckoo and I went walking on a
Tonight, the plum trees reflect the silver moon. Both are in full bloom. Entranced, I did not return home until evening.
What is the price of a piece of paper? What is the price of a piece of paper? What is the price of a piece of paper? What is the price of a piece of paper? Well, I say you should buy a full ream. That is what it seems. And if you bought that thick stack, you'd surely have to carry it on your back, because I fear that your hands might ache. No, I actually fear that they might break. What is the price of a piece of paper? But is that the true price? What is the price of a piece of paper? The birds having to flee their nests, planted way up high in the trees they know best. Not the truckers and drivers having to haul all that gas. Just to haul a lot of logs that account for a lot of mass. No, rather it's this cycle, this pattern, this unsustainable process that we can never unlearn. So as I put pen to paper, I wonder, what is the price of a piece of paper? It's all of us, including that fern. Cuckoo and I went walking on a May morning, I heard a bird sing.
Nurturing terra, an abundantly laden haven, a stronghold of life and eminently divine. The mask of creation on your mantle engraven, fierce provender imprisoned to children thine. Lamar, a warrior and lover in her sways, combing with troves and grottos of her kin, stripped of her essence, poisoned through her bays, a weary adversary fades in the din. Ciel, her raiment glows with splendid pride, but through the shroud she struggles yet to reach a power, a presence aught could seek to deify, yet issue oft does to beget her a peach. To these our champion women pay we tribute, in boots to their throat, and through their hearts we shoot.
A crown. A king's crown. Delicate edges designed to pierce the most delicate of organs. The heart. The soul. Every edge cuts deeper, wounding faster. Cold. Blue eyes as cold as ice, freezing. Still beautiful and full of life, desperately deceiving, increasingly bereaving, piercing deeper, burning what's left, cauterizing it in order to protect, never ending, only easing, the endless black hole. Learning to live with the crown, as sharp as the silence it cuts through.
There are parts of the river that are calm. Then there are parts of the river filled with gush and urgence. I stand and it rushes through me. It pushes me back off my feet. I blush. You move me, sweet river, the most at your stillest hush. I come again to meet you, your grace, sweet river. It moves me. It forgives me. It sees me. It sits with me. I can't help but blush.
To the new girl who sang at church. Your voice was sweet and smooth like the Milky Way. When you hit the first note, everyone started to praise. After you finished, I craved for more. And when the announcements came on, the church got bored and wanted more singing. At the end of service, I chased you down and had to introduce myself. I told myself I would no longer take any L's when it comes to talking to females. So many thoughts going through my brain as I approach you. But when you said hi, my mouth was shut like there was glue. You looked at me if I were crazy, but your smile gave me so much life. It blessed me with the destiny. I finally had the courage to say hi, but as soon as you opened your mouth, your boyfriend came over to stop by. I said you did a good job. Your voice really flows. Your boyfriend responded and said, "We know." They walked away, tears running down my face. But instead, I just walked by myself and prayed.
Spring. Late at night I go for a walk. A trace of snow lingers on the pines and cedars. The bright moon hangs over the mountain. I think of you. Many rivers and mountains away. Countless thoughts, but the brush does not move.
How could anyone ever lose interest in life? Spring has come again, and cherry trees bloom in the mountains.
Long summer days at Ensuji Temple. Everything is fresh and pure, and worldly emotions never come here. I sit in the cool shade reading poems. Beauty all around, I endure the heat, listening to the sound of the water wheel. Silver white snow envelops the mountains. Far from the village, my gaze is hidden by thick weeds. Midnight. A little piece of wood burns in the hearth. An old man with a long, white, twisted beard.
Thirsty.
My thoughts keep returning me to the days of my youth.
This fine spring hand in hand, the children and I pick spring vegetables that could be more wonderful.
Sake.
The children run to greet me for the first time this spring. How they've grown.
The plum trees reflect the silver
interest
moon.
in life.
The spring birds have all
Gaily
returned,
the
and
warm
cherished
spring
songs
winds
risen
are
from every
dancing
tree,
until
playing with the children.
Let's have another cup of
in the
sake.
forest below the shrine.
Cuckoo and I went walking on a May morning. I heard a bird sing.